just want to say I'm so sorry I haven't posted in such a long time. I've had a few things happen over the past few months that's kind of distracted me from my YouTube channel, which is really sad because I really did enjoy making videos. So I'm definitely going to start making more videos more often since I am much happier and in a much better place right now. Secondly, I just want to say I'm sorry about the light. It's absolutely terrible. Outside is about to thunderstorm, so the clouds are rolling in, making my camera really dark and shady. So I've had to use this other light with an umbrella just to kind of give me a little bit more light. It looks so bad, but it's the only thing I can do since I need to film this video today if I want to film before whatever I'm going to talk about. So this video, as you can tell, is a baby video. So for those who don't know, which is pretty much everybody out there on YouTube, is I'm getting my boobies done, yay! And I'm actually getting them done tomorrow. I was supposed to film a video ages ago, but like I said, I have been getting a little bit distracted away from my channel. So and then I did get sick, so today is a bit of a better day that I can film except for the lighting. I am so excited to get my boobs done. I am over the moon, but on that same page I am so nervous and so scared, and of course it's a scary thing, you know, you're still going under the knife even though you chose to go under the knife. It's still scary to go under the knife. One thing I do want to say is I don't care what people have to say about me wanting to get a boob job. I don't care about their opinions. I don't care what they think. I don't care what they think I should and shouldn't do or why. Like, I just don't care, because at the end of the day it's my body, and what I put into my body has nothing to do with anybody else. It has nothing to do with anybody else, and no matter how small, how big, how fake looking or anything, whatever I do, it has nothing to do with anybody else. And if somebody else doesn't like it, who cares? It's not their body and they don't have to live with it. And if they don't want to have, like I just don't get why people feel like they have to tell somebody else what does and what doesn't look good. So I kind of want to vlog my journey. So like I will post videos maybe every few months or every month or something like that, just to give you guys an update on how they are going. I know that when I was really researching on getting a boob job, I'd gone to YouTube and try to look for videos, and it was really good to see other people's experiences, other people's journeys, what size they got, how they started looking, like just everything started changing, and I wouldn't be able to see that if people didn't post videos. So I think it's a good idea when people post videos of their surgery, whether it be their boobs, whether it be their Botox, or whether it be their nose or their lips. Even though I wouldn't get some of those things, it's still really cool for people to go onto YouTube and find videos that, you know, that they might be getting in the future. I've been looking at getting a boob job for 5 years now, so it's not something that I've just, you know, just been like, okay, I'm just gonna get a boob job, let's go get one, okay, I'm booked in, great. No, I've actually researched for 5 years, so it's a really long time. I've looked at different doctors, I've looked at different styles, different shapes, pretty much everything possible I've researched, so I'm pretty up to date and I know what I'm doing. So I'm just going to talk about my consultation now and what doctor I chose. The doctor I did go with was Dr. Morashnik. He is located in Sydney, Bondi Junction. He's an amazing doctor, absolutely flawless. His work is amazing, and I found, like, literally, I found no faults in this doctor. I did lots of research, went onto the internet, went on forums and everything. Nobody faulted this doctor. Now when you look up some surgeons, there's always people saying, my friend went to this doctor and she didn't like it, or I went to this doctor and I wish I didn't, or he didn't listen, or he didn't seem like he was really listening to what I had to say. People always had some bad things to say, and I'm not saying that they only had bad things to say. There's a lot of people that did have good things, but with my doctor I absolutely found nobody that had said anything bad. So that was a really thumbs up and made me be like, well, that's impressive, you know, he's had no bad, you know, reports on, no one said anything bad about him. And so he has a website as well where he has photos and information, also a Facebook page which I follow and I keep checking the most, and he has an Instagram as well. I did have another doctor in mind, but this doctor was a cosmetic surgeon. They're a bit different. People say to, if you're getting your boobs done, go to a person that actually has a certificate for it. Even though this other surgeon was literally an artist, his boobs were like phenomenal, like oh my god, they were so good. But just because he didn't have that certificate behind him, I decided to stay with the doctor that I did choose. So I caught up, was it 2 months ago now? I think it was 2 months ago. I caught up and I rang up for a consultation. She told me on the phone that it'll be a $300 non-refundable fee to see Dr. Morosnik, which I paid over the phone, and it secured my split. It took a month just to get a time with him. And when I did go in, I actually got really nervous, and it was just a consultation. I got so nervous just going in for my consultation. But he has a beautiful office. It's so beautiful, it's so modern, and I don't know, I just felt a little bit better when I saw how modern it was. I don't know. And then he came out and he got me to come in and sat me down, and we're just talking about the look that I prefer, how big that I want to go. And then I had like, I literally have like over like 300 photos of just boobs on my phone, just to show him what type of boobs that I do want to achieve and which boobs I don't want to achieve. Something that I really felt strongly about was the gap. I don't want a big gap in my chest. I know some people have to deal with that and get it because of the way their natural boobs are, but that's something that I really strongly pointed out that I don't want. I don't want that gap in my chest. Also, I don't want them to be like, I guess that's the same thing out here, whereas I want them to be more like, I basically went in there and said I want them to be my boobs but bigger. So, because I like my boobs now, I don't think there's anything wrong with my boobs. I guess I feel like that I'll be happier with bigger boobs, and I would like bigger boobs. That's the reason why I'm getting them, is because I just feel like I would like them a lot more. Not that I'm saying that I could live with the boobs that I have now, 100% I could, but knowing that if I want something and I work for it, and it's, yeah, I've wanted them for 5 years now, so I'm not getting them for anybody else. I'm getting them purely because I want them, and I couldn't care if anybody else wanted me to get bigger boobs, because I wouldn't get them because somebody else wanted me to get them. I would only get them because I want them. That's the only reason why I would get them, and that is why I'm getting boobs. So back to the consultation. I was in the office and he had like so many boob implants. He had so many breast implants all over the table. So many different sizes, different shapes, and it was funny to see like these jelly things on the table that, you know, are gonna go into my skin. But apparently the ones that he showed me aren't the ones that are actually gonna go in when I go in for surgery. They're just, what did he call them? They're basically display fakes. They're not the same look or feel. They're not the same feel or something, I don't know. So confusing. So he gave me the implants to try on with one of their shirts, and so he gave me a 400cc implant, and I looked at it and I was like, oh yeah. And then I put the 451 in this one, and I compared them, and I was like, this one looks really small now compared to that one. Because I had that mindset of that was already small compared to this one, I'd be much happier with the 450cc. But I did still want to go a little bit bigger. I could only get the 460cc because of my skin, and if I did go any bigger it could cause rippling, and doctor knows best, so doctor did recommend the 460cc, the most that I can go. Because one thing I was worried about is when I go for surgery is that I'm going to come out and I'm not going to be happy. I'm going to think they are too small or either too big. Right now I feel like what happens if they'll be too small, because I'm looking on Instagram and I see all these people with huge big boobs and I really like them, and I just hope mine's gonna look like that, so fingers crossed. So after I decided that I do want to go with the 460, which is the highest I can go, he wrote that down, and then I went into the nurse's office, and then she was just going through all this like information, blah blah blah, the cost of it. Then she told me if I wanted to book a date that it would be a $1,000 non-refundable fee as well, just to hold the date. So I said that I will go home and I will think about which date that I want. She had a month, 4 weeks earlier. Oh, that doesn't make sense. She had a 4-week gap, so I could get my boobs done in like 4 weeks or 3 weeks, I think, 3 or 4 weeks. So I had a choice, and because I do have a lot of things coming up very soon, I need to get them done ASAP just so I have time to recover and time to heal and feel better and not so sore. So I went home and I chose the date and I caught up, and then she said that date was taken already, like literally seriously the next day. How can it be taken already? But it was taken, so what are you gonna do? I would actually have my boobs for 1 week right now if I got them done on the date that I chose. But so I booked in for the next week and I paid my deposit, and I had to pay the rest of it 2 weeks before my surgery. Also had to call up the hospital to pay all their fees, and the anesthetist, that's what we call it. I don't know, I always say that word wrong, but whatever. But yeah, so I had to pay all that. I forgot to mention I'm actually going round dual plane style 460cc, so that's what I'm doing. I'm sorry about my voice, it's getting really rattly and yucky and annoying because I've actually been sick for about 2 weeks now, and which was actually really stressing me out because I called up the hospital and told them that, you know, I had just come down sick. I'm not allowed to take anything because I was given this booklet by Dr. Moshnik when I booked in for my surgery at my follow-up, because I had to go for a follow-up 2 weeks before my surgery, and they had to like get me in really quick because he is usually booked out, but because I did book my surgery within that, you know, 4-week period, I had to get in really quick to see him for my second follow-up just to make sure that I'm happy with everything, the go ahead, the size is still what I want to go with, and if I had any more questions, etc, etc. So he gave me this booklet. It has just information in it. Well, the nurse gave it to me, and it has a list of things. It has a list of things here, I don't know if you can tell, all here. Now all these things are things that I'm not allowed to take 2 weeks prior to my surgery, and I came down sick 2 weeks before my surgery. Of course, I woke up with a cold, and I remember I went to work and my muscles were sore, and I was just having a runny nose and a fever, and I was just so sick. And then I started getting a sore throat, so that's when I rang up and said, I'm sick, what do I do? I'm not allowed to take pretty much anything, anything that I have here. There is things on the list on them, ingredients that I'm not allowed to take. I had to take this into the chemist and get things that weren't in the ingredients that are on this list. And I got, because I started coughing, and if you cough or have a fever before on your surgery, you're actually not allowed to go ahead with it, and I really didn't have time to postpone it. If I postponed it, I don't know how long I would wait. I'm guessing over a month. I didn't have time to, you know, postpone it. I did have things coming up, and I did need to really get in for this date. So one of the main things on this list was aspirin I'm allowed to take, Advil, and there's literally there's like 200 things on this list. I don't know half of them, but another is garlic, and I noticed I had to stop taking my up and go drinks in the morning because it has vitamin C in it, and you're not allowed to take vitamin C either. So so yeah, I had to go to the chemist, and I got some cough stuff that is pretty much empty, and I've been taking that, but my cough was still really bad, and yeah, I had to go to the doctors and ask him to give me something, because if it wasn't going in time, I wasn't allowed to go ahead with my surgery, and it was really making me upset. So I got another cough medicine, and 2 days later I woke up with, and I pretty much didn't cough all day. I still have a slight cough now, but it's not consistent, and that's the thing they worry about the most, is a consistent cough. But I think I'm all good to go now. It's just if I do have that little bit of cough, it's not, you know, a major worry, which I was worrying about. I was taking chicken soup, I was doing the fix with the towel, I was starving, like I was eating like just chicken soup all like week, and I'm just so hungry, but the scales are loving me right now. The other paperwork is, it just tells you about the procedure, prior to surgery, the surgical experience, general long-term advice, and you have your breast augmentation surgery consent form, following up with your surgeries, basically saying what they will give me. So I'll be given like a bra, their special bra that you have to wear, tablets and things like that. It's just telling me about exercising, and yeah, so it's just a little booklet. So don't even mention my surgeries tomorrow. My bed is like all stripped because it's on the line right now, which is great because it's back to thunder, but it's on the line because, you know, you want everything to be clean before you come home, and you just feel sick and you can't do anything, and you want to have a clean bed. You want to stay as clean as possible, especially to avoid infections and stuff like that. I am going to be the biggest look. I hate pain. I am not pain tolerant one bit. I don't know how I had a baby, but I did. So I'm going in at 11 o'clock tomorrow, and I can't wait. Or I can wait, but I can't, but I can. But I'm excited, but I'm nervous, but I'm not, but I am. I've waited all this time, 5 years, and it's finally coming true, and I'm going to have big boobies. Yay! I just feel so sick. Like I said, I was supposed to film ages ago, but I didn't announce it literally till the last minute, and I don't have any questions, and I didn't ask anybody to give me any questions, so I hope I covered everything. I pretty much just told you my whole life story when it came to what happened with the boob job, consultation and whatnot. So this is what my boobs look like in a bikini. So bikini is a little bit different than your normal triangle ones. This is a bit more, it makes you a bit more flatter because it is very tight, and it doesn't have a tie up at all. It has a clip backing. But yeah, so this is what they look like. They're not huge or anything, but I don't hate them. So I just thought I'll give you a little boobie shot before I get my new boobie, to give you a bigger boobie shot. One thing I'm actually really sad about is I really don't want to like to have to chuck out my clothes or give away my bikinis or sell them or anything like that, because there's a lot of bikinis that I've bought that actually still have tags on it, and I haven't been able to wear it to the beach or anything like that. So I don't want to have to give them away when I haven't even worn them yet. I have another one like this in white, and that still has its tag on it. So, and I've actually only wore this to the beach one time for a photo shoot, so I haven't really worn it anywhere. And same with about 6 other bikinis down there. So that's a lot of, that's one thing like people say is like when they get their boobs done, they'll say like, you know, they can't fit into certain clothes anymore that they could have, or their size has gone up, then it doesn't match their bottom half because they're big here but they're small here, so when they put on clothes the bottom bit doesn't fit. So we'll see how I go, because I'm a little size, so I don't know how I'll go with getting bigger sizes. So I've showed you the bikini. I'll show you guys what it look like with a push-up bra, just to see the difference. And yeah, so this is my titties in a bra. See, I could live with them. I could. I never said I couldn't live with them, but see, I have to wear like this type of bra just to make them look like that. Whereas if I had a boob job, I wouldn't have to like, I wouldn't have to wear a bra or anything, like a push-up bra. I wouldn't have to wear a push-up bra to make them look that big. So I don't know, I think I just would like them naturally to be that big, but they're not naturally that big, so I'm going to have to fake it to make it. So yeah, this is what they look like. And if anyone wants to comment and say, I can't believe you showed your boobs on camera with just a bra on, you know what, I don't care, because it's just like a bikini and I don't get the big, I don't know why people go on and on about that stuff when honestly a bra is just like a bikini. It just has different material. That is it. It's the same thing. You are showing the same parts of your body. Yeah, I've never gotten it. So I'm going to end this vlog right now, and I'm going to eat some more chicken soup, so hopefully that makes you feel a bit more better. Until next time, I hope everyone has a beautiful day, and I will see you guys in my next video, because there's going to be more videos. Bye guys!